Hello people, it's me Nosy, here again for another video. As you can see, I'm using my laptop webcam. This video is going to be very quick. Mainly this is my thoughts on a film I've been to see today. And that film is Wreck-It Ralph, I believe it is. I went to see it today, but before we get into that, I just want to make a quick shout out. People should have already seen on my Facebook. I posted up on Facebook, also on the Nosy Still on the Wave Facebook page, and also the anime related Facebook page that I'm a part of or set up. Basically, on those three mediums, I have posted a comment asking people to send them more support and just be good friends to a good person. I'm probably not making any justice out of this, but I don't want to go into details because it's not my it's not my right to go into any details. But people should already be aware of what's been going on or what has been said on YouTube, Facebook, and everything like that over the past. I would say over the past maybe 3 weeks. What's happened to Phil, Rattrap25. Many of you already know him, and I know who knows him, and I know the people that know him and know me and Sam as well, Firestorm and myself. And I know those people that are quite close to him are people that I like myself and get on with as well. And I'm reaching out to people like that to try and send them a little bit of support, a bit of encouragement, and a bit of just a bit of a friendly atmosphere around him, because his whole world has crashed around him, and he just has no self-respect and he has nothing, absolutely nothing at the moment. And I just want to send this message to you and just say, keep a brave face on things, my friend. And it's very hard at the moment what you're going through. I'm not married and I don't have a girlfriend or anything like that, so I don't know what you're going through when it comes to this kind of thing. And all I can say is that I can only just guess what exactly what you're going through. And all I can say is that you got my mobile number, mate. You can text me or ring me whenever you want. I'm free most of the time. If you just need a bit of companionship, a bit of a friend or whatever like that to just talk to, I'm here for that. So if you want to, I don't mind. You're not going to be a burden or anything like that, so you're more than welcome. And I thought to do this in a video because it's a little bit more one-to-one doing it in a video than doing Facebook, etc. So yeah, so I hope you feel a little bit better soon. There's going to be a lot of a bumpy road ahead of you at the moment, unfortunately, but eventually the road will clear and you'll be on the road to feeling a little bit better about yourself, and maybe in time you can move on and get on with your life. So I wish you the very best at this moment in time, and well, my thoughts with you at this time, because obviously, so I'm going to move away from that on a bit more of a cheerier note. I don't want to make his predicament secondary, because obviously that's the first thing I'm thinking about at the moment. Anyway, the main point of this video is Wreck-It Ralph. My thoughts on it. I'm not going to go into plot or any spoiler, because the film has kind of only been out for about 2 weeks here in the UK, I believe. Could be approaching the 3 weeks. But I'm one of these people I really do not like to spoil films for people, even though it's been out for nearly 3 weeks. I still don't like to spoil it unless it's been like on DVD or something like that. Then I may go into the main detail. But in this video, it's mainly just my thoughts. So I went to Odeon because we have 3 cinemas in Hull. We have Real, never been because I heard it's not very good. We have a View. I do go to, but it is quite expensive, and at the moment I haven't got the money for that place. And Odeon is kind of the cheaper of the two, of View and Odeon. So I went there, and plus I have an Odeon's point card, so I got the film for free. Gotta love that freeness. And yeah, so I went to Odeon to see Wreck-It Ralph and the new Disney feature. Not Pixar, unfortunately. I mean, I thought what I don't understand is with this film is that it says Disney, but it is an animated film. But it's an animated film that. Sorry if I keep looking at the screen. We've got Facebook behind the camera. But it says Disney, but it seems to me more of a Pixar animation. But yet, I thought this film, it was a decent film. It was a decent film, but even though the aesthetic look of it technically reminded me an awful lot of Pixar in the way that they go around things. It was a clever film in the way that they tried to reunite or bring forth all these different games, like how they actually came from their current game and into other games. Like they literally just really cleverly went through like train systems that like transported them from game to game, or like to a little station thing that was basically all the games in the arcade were branched off them, and it was just simply plugs and cables, and they were just running through them. And I felt that was a very clever and creative way to transport these characters into different game scenarios, and I thought that was a very clever and well brought up point. And that's what my main like of this film is, how cleverly done and thought out in that scenario it was. The plot was very, very, very basic. I'm not going to say, well, obviously everyone should know what the plot is. Wreck-It Ralph, the main character, and basically is fed up of his daily routine of smashing up his building, and the fix-it guy, who's also the hero in his game. There's obviously Wreck-It Ralph, he smashes up a building, and this fix-it guy comes up and comes around and starts fixing what he's created, what he's done, and the player then wins, and he gets dropped off the top of the building. And he gets sick of this routine, and he just wants to venture out, and yeah, he just wants to venture out and experience life outside the game. Mainly not just for that, but he wants to prove to characters that are in his game that see him as someone down there, basically see him as a bad person. He's not a bad person, he's just playing a bad person in the game. And he wants to basically come over that he is a hero, he is, he's not a bad person. And he sets out on like a personal vendetta to basically prove to people that he is a good person. Along the road, he meets a young girl in another, as if things go wrong. A lot of things go wrong. He goes into one game, which is very similar to, like, it's kind of a cross between Metroid and Halo, in that perspective. I think it's called something Duty, or something like that it's called. And we go into that scenario, you meet this female character that becomes kind of a semi a main character as the film progresses. and you meet her, and things go a little bit wrong for Ralph in that game, because obviously he's not used to a combat first-person shooter game. So they come out of that one, and basically he's leaping through different games, like, and then he goes into this one, which is like a Candyland. So it's kind of like a mixture of like an anime, Japanese type influence game, and everything's all made of sweets. Like there's water and chocolate, and also it's like rivers of chocolate, and there's trees made out of candy sticks and stuff like that. So it's just a world of sweets, you know, a kid's heaven basically. And it's a racing game and all that lot. So in that scenario, he meets a young girl, and basically he becomes, over time, even though he's really annoyed with her, they both get very attached to each other, and they become good friends. So it's really about Ralph forgetting about his personal vendetta and helping another person out. This makes him very happy, and so on and so forth. And that is mainly what the plot is, without spoiling it, and without going into too much detail, but that is mainly what the film is. And it was good. It was a decent film. I wouldn't say it's the best film I've seen through Disney. I'd say Disney have done better, but I think the technical support and technical way around it, and how they've actually purchased rights to actually put some of these characters. I mean, they had Sonic in there, they had Dr. Eggman in there, which is meant to be Dr. Robotnik, but is the incarnation in Sonic X, which is a Japanese version of the game. Well, Sonic is Japanese because it's Sega, but what I mean is that Sonic X is from that show, and you got like different characters from different games, like evil characters, like play evil characters. So what they've done is they've branched into these different franchises of games, like Pac-Man, etc. And yeah, I think it's very clever what Disney have done there. But I definitely can see that it wasn't a Pixar feature, because Pixar was not on the board. Usually it says Disney Pixar, and you know with Pixar you will get a good film. This film, what Disney have done, I will grant them, they have done a good job, because Disney, when it comes to animation, are brilliant, and very few come between them. But when it comes to mainly down to Disney, on their own in this film, you can tell they're kind of lacking in mainly the emotion side of things, because Pixar have the most fantastic bunch of directors, producers, and writers, screenplay artists, etc. And they are the best in the business, and that is why Pixar, most of their productions are so well done and really, really respected. And that is the main difference between Pixar and Disney trying to kind of copy the Pixar way with the animation style. And you can definitely tell the differences between this film, Wreck-It Ralph, and Pixar's Edge. Because Pixar's more about story, as well as very good comedy moments that are memorable. And I'm not saying this film isn't memorable, but there's nothing in this film that will stay with you. It's mainly just the incorporation of different games and the love for gaming. That's mainly what stays with you. But other than that, nothing really stays with you. Well, I will give this film a decent rating of about 8 out of 10. Very fair. Other people might vary with it, but I'm a big fan of animation films, so obviously I'm always going to rate them, except, oh, not all of them, and there has been a few real bad ones through time, but yeah, so thank you very much for watching this, people. Hope you've enjoyed. I will be back very soon with more, so please send your more support to my good friend Rattrap25 or Phil, if you can, and I'll be back soon. Thank you very much. See you later.